Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to change the cap and rotor on a 2nd gen Dodge Ram. This is going to be for the years 94 through 2001, and it's going to be for the 5.2 and 5.9 liter gas engine. So let's get started. So we're going to have to first remove the airbox. First thing is just go ahead and remove this hose. Just wiggle it back and forth till it comes off. Go ahead and give it a close inspection and make sure that the hose doesn't have any cracks. Next we're going to go ahead and remove the intake hose and just give it a good wiggle and it'll just slide off there. Slide that out of the way as well. Coming around to the driver's side, there's going to be a clamp that holds the intake onto the throttle body. You can either take this off with a flathead screwdriver or an 8mm socket. And then just lift the intake straight up. And just set that out of the way for now. Sometimes these gaskets will come off, so just make sure you don't lose that piece. All right, the distributor cap is going to be located behind the throttle body, and it's going to be right up against the firewall. And there's going to be two 7mm bolts that hold it in place. And then the other one on the other side. Alright, once you get both bolts loose, you can lift the distributor cap up so you can get to it a little bit easier. Like that. So now what we're going to do is just replace one wire at a time onto the new distributor cap. When you're changing out the wires, you want to make sure that the vent is facing the same direction. And you'll also notice on the cap there'll be a number 1, and that represents cylinder 1's plug wire. Like I said, I'm going to start on the passenger side and just work my way around. And I want to make sure that it matches up with the way that it's sitting on the distributor. So then remove one at a time. Go ahead and inspect your plug wires, make sure there's no damage or cracks in the boots. As you can see, the vent plug on this cap is right here. We're just going to match it up on the new distributor cap. Right here. Give it a good push until it clicks. And keep going around to the next one. The next one is going to be the center ignition coil, which also goes to the passenger side, so I'm going to go ahead and do that one next. So we'll go right on the center cap. So the next plug is actually going to go to the driver's side. So we're going to skip that one for now. We'll do the next plug after that one. And so since we skipped that one, we're going to put this one on this one. And then the last one we have on this side is going to be this one here. So we skipped. I'm going to skip these two, and then it's going to go on this one right here. Now that we already removed all the passenger side plugs, we'll be able to move the old distributor cap out of the way, and we're going to replace the rotor. For the rotor, it should just pull straight out. Might take a little wiggling to get it out though. Just like that. Take your new rotor, put it back in the same way the other one came off. Make sure it seats flush back down on there. And then go ahead and put your new cap down on top. So go ahead and now start on the driver's side wires and just take these off and then match them up. And then the last one. Okay. And then go ahead and snug up your bolts. Take your housing, sit straight down on top of the throttle body, and when you do, you want to make sure that
the hole on the bottom lines up with this mounting plug right here. Make sure it sits down on there flush, and then tighten up your 8mm clamp. Go ahead and tighten it up, give it a wiggle. Shouldn't move at all. If it does move, that means it's not seated correctly. That means you need to recheck the clamp and make sure it's all the way snug against the throttle body. Next, go ahead and reattach your intake hose. So it clicks into place. And then take this hose and attach it back on top of the intake housing. And you're good to go.
All right, well, that's how you change the distributor cap and rotor on a 2nd gen Dodge Ram. If you found the video helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.